So we all use or on the Facebook or Instagram or whatever, and I saw this product here. I can't remember what they called it. It's like the neck cloud or something like that. On Facebook, it came up. I think it was a Facebook ad, but I've seen it on Facebook and Instagram. And I've, for those of us that work on a computer or use a tablet a lot or use a smartphone, we have this tendency to do this a lot. And I've had vertebrae issues, pinched nerves, back problems, more so than I've ever had in my whole life. Maybe one, because I'm older. Two is just because, and I've talked to like chiropractors and doctors, and they said they've seen more and more people have issues because of the fact that we're down here, and that, because we're here, puts significantly more weight and pressure on our neck, and we have issues. So I see a chiropractor, and I go for massages and stuff like that, but that's expensive. So when I saw this ad, I was like, you know what, I enjoy laying on the floor on occasion. So anything that may be able to help just kind of get my neck straight and back into position, I think would be good. So even though the ad came on Facebook, I ended up going and looking on eBay for it, which is where I actually bought this from, because I'm pretty sure anybody that has an ad a lot of times on Facebook or Instagram probably bought it off of eBay, has marked it up, selling it that way. So I was like, I'll just go right to the source, and you can find them. And I bought like the cheapest one. This is the one I bought right here. It's like under $17 US, just over $20 Canadian. It was like free shipping as far as I think. Oh, maybe not. $2. $2. All right. So we're going to take a look at it. I have it right here. All right. So first off, this was kind of the, like I said, the ad that came up. I'll kind of put it over here. And this is the ad that came up for it, and it kind of got me hooked. I'm not going to put any sound up there because of copyright, but as you can see, that's the one they talk about. And they talk about like that kind of like neck hump that you get. And again, for a lot of us, it's because we do this, and the vertebrae kind of, our head turns when it's not supposed to be in that position as often, which is what I've been told. So being able to get your posture really good, which is something I'm trying to do, so an ergonomic chair, and spending time even like laying on the floor or pushing your shoulders and back up against a wall can be really good, just to kind of force yourself. Because I even find that, when I try to get my posture the way it's supposed to be, I'm always like, that feels unnatural. It's because we're slouched so much, right? We're kind of have our phones, and we're like, yeah, not good. So, $17. I figured I'd try it. Anyways, so this is what I got. So it came in a bag, but it came with this, right? You guys can see it. And this is it. Theirs maybe is more bluer than this, but it is what it is. From this side, it looks like that weird alien from Star Wars. You know the one I'm talking about, I think. He's in the cantina. Anyways, this is it. So as far as I can tell, right, this is the curl. Now the one in their picture seems to have a bit more curl than this one does. It looks to have more of a curl, as you can see from mine here. I don't think that really matters, because it's not as if your head is coming down really into this, at least not that I found, and I've been using this like for the last week. So fits really good. Again, basically you take the curl part, right, the curl part, and as she has it here, this is where your head sits, and the area with the little dots here kind of pushes, like your neck sits on these. So these are really good too, because I've had a lot of stress headaches last while. Yeah, you guys stress me out. That's not true. Sometimes this is my escape. So this is what takes away my stress, weirdly as that is. But these little guys really push on the back here, which is where I get a lot of my headaches. So that actually is quite nice. And you get these little divots here, which kind of just feels nice on that top part of your head. But this slides in here. This part here slides right in, kind of to where your shoulder and your neck kind of hit. That's when you kind of know you have it in the right spot. and then you just kind of lay on it, right? You just kind of lay on it. So let's go upstairs, and I will show you how it sits. Now, I've been using this for about a week, and it's not as if I'm like, oh, look at me, I'm all like, woohoo. But I do have to say that in general, it really does feel nice. I find that it feels nice laying on it. It's a good position. It's a good height. They talk about the angle and all this. I have no idea, but well built, right? You see it has a little bit of flex to it, not a lot. But if your head is going to be heavy enough to break this, then I don't know what to tell you. You got a big head, right? It is what it is. But I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, and it's I've been finding it really comfortable and nice to lay on. So yeah, let's go upstairs. Okay, tilt that up a little bit, I think. There we go. So I'm on the floor. I'm on the floor, and that's not tilting the way I want it to tilt. There we go. I think that's better. Okay, so anyways, we're on the floor. I've got this device. So simply, you're gonna kind of put your head or your back. You're gonna lay on it this way. It shouldn't be hard for you guys to understand, right? These little bump parts kind of go into like the back of your neck. Possibly, I guess they would, sort of. And then your back of your head sits here. Is kind of how I figured it out, right? So let's go down and give it a try. Okay, so basically, lay down. I've been using this now for, I don't know, I would say probably the last week or so. You guys see that okay? No, that's too far. There you go, like this. And I just kind of get that so it kind of goes in as far as it can go. Just kind of push it, and then I kind of stretch my neck out, and then I lay on it like that. And I think the key, at least for me, when I first did this, I was like, oh, that's kind of sore. But I think the key is, when you're on this, is to really like let your head relax. Like, it'll try to, like, if it's in the right spot, I find, your head will naturally kind of want to flow backwards a little bit, just kind of in that spot. Because again, I think the premise of this is to, open up the vertebrae that's normally bent forward so that it has a chance to stretch itself out back to what it should be. Now, I don't have any kind of real hump in my back. There's probably a little bit. I think a lot of us probably have a little bit. But when I started using this probably about a week ago, I found this to be pretty sore, like on my neck. And I find that with a lot of it. Like, I've used it like back stretchers before too, and when you start using it, you're like, oh my gosh. And then after you use it for a while, you're like, okay. So same idea here. They say to use this, they say 7 minutes a day. Now, I probably use this. I make sure when I do use it that I use it for at least 7 minutes, 7 to 10 minutes, and just kind of lay there and just kind of relax. Sometimes I'm actually in a room now that has a TV, so I'll watch a little bit of TV while I'm doing it if I can see it, if you have a TV that's up high enough. But other than that, I just kind of lay here and I close my eyes and just let it do its thing. I find it, even if, and again, I'm not going to say that it does get rid of a hump. I think in theory it would, but I have to say, I find at least, it's just super comfy. And for me, someone that again has had a lot of stress headaches in this area, right, and soreness in this area, I go to get a massage and they're always like, oh my gosh, you're so tense in that area. I can really feel like the pressure on that spot, which in my opinion feels great. So yeah, I usually set my watch timer, my phone timer, for 7 minutes, and sometimes it goes off at 7 minutes so I stop, and sometimes I just keep going for a little bit. But for me, I try to do it once a day, sometimes twice, so I'll do it sometimes in the morning and sometimes in the evening, but at least one of them. So yeah, it's cool. So I guess the question really then becomes, is it, is it worth it? You know what? It's not expensive. If you get it, especially like where I did, where you get it on like eBay or something like that, it came fast. It came, I don't know, maybe 2-ish weeks. I didn't actually expect it to show up as fast as it did, so that's kind of nice. Yeah, you know what? If you have like a kind of a neck hump coming, I'd say it's not a bad thing. Try it, see what you think. If you guys have used it and you notice that it helps it, leave a comment below. That's always cool. But even for me, for someone that works on a computer all day, on smartphones, is using tablets, I'm constantly kind of in that neck down position. And I've had issues before where chiropractors have told me that I need to make sure that I kind of keep my neck back in that upright position, right? I can't see that it hurts for sure. Honestly, it definitely feels nice. So I got mine on eBay, and I searched for like Neck Cloud, I think it was Neck Cloud, and there's tons of them. I just found whatever one was cheapest, and I ordered that one. And yeah, I think it's good if you can get it for a decent price. Chiropractic and spine things and neck things and medical stuff never are cheap, but you can get that. I think I paid like $15-20 for it. That's decent. All right, guys, I'm gonna leave you there. Let me know what you think of this little device right here. And if you guys ever see any cool little like Facebook or Instagram ads for like cool little products, tech stuff or like health stuff or whatever it is, and you're like, I wonder if that's actually worth it, let me know, because I want to start reviewing some more of those kind of things just to see if they're actually worth the money. All right, guys, I'm out. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, do all that stuff, and we'll see you tomorrow. Later.